Okay, Philippe, it's very nice having you in Brazil again.
It's a pleasure.
I would like to ask you some questions to understand your background and the perspectives of GreenYellow. So
Yep.
Thanks again. First, I would like to start from the beginning. So you're one of the founders of GreenYellow, and I would like to know, how was this journey? I think Brazil was one of the first countries. And can you tell me a little bit about the beginning of GreenYellow?
Yeah, as you may probably know, GreenYellow has been incepted within a French retailer called the Casino Group, which used to be also the controller and majority shareholder of the famous retailer GPA at that time in Brazil. And the idea was coming from a very simple concept, was how to turn the rooftops and the parking lots of retailers into energy production PV plants, and to create value around that. And that's how the idea started. So after having developed that activity in France, we have decided to export the concept to other countries. And Brazil, in fact, has been one of the first countries we have developed. It was 12 years ago now. But we started mainly with energy efficiency. There was a lot of challenges in the energy sector at that time in Brazil, which is still the case, but high inflation of energy costs. GPA was one of the largest energy consumer within the Casino Group. The intensity of consumption was very high due to a refrigeration system, climatization, and all those aspects. And so it was a notion of opportunities in terms of energy efficiency for us. And in parallel, quite rapidly, we also developed PV CNI, the first PV CNI plans on rooftop of Asahi. And I think it was a vision of the CEO of Asahi at that time, considering that a modern store was a store with a rooftop equipped by PV modules and producing its own energy. And at that time, Asahi was probably opening one store a week in Brazil. It was an amazing period of growth in the retail cash and carry sector.
Yeah, okay, so this was, GreenYellow started in 2007. And
Absolutely.
It came to Brazil 2014, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so done my homework. So nice. And now, how do you see the importance of Brazil within GreenYellow?
But Brazil is an important country for GreenYellow, important by the size, of course. It's a continent of opportunities for us. It's a very well-balanced country for us in terms of energy efficiency, cold as a service, and so on, and well-diversified in terms of customer portfolio. And on the other hand, we have rapidly developed also PV, first with GD, and now I think it's still an amazing country in terms of opportunities for CNI PV, which is, in my point of view, let's say underdeveloped versus other countries. So here we have an amazing potential of growth and offering super competitive energy by producing locally. And it will be an amazing continent also of battery in behind the meter concept. I think that's battery from the meter, large batteries, it's starting in Brazil. You have some schemes that have recently been announced or put in place. But the perspective of battery behind the meter is also an amazing challenge that we would like to catch. So it's a great country full of opportunities and a sizable market by definition, with also plenty of our key accounts that have a strong presence in Brazil through their factories, facilities, or even in the retail sector with a customer like Carrefour, which is also a key customer in France for us.
Yeah, sure. That's great. And talking about this kind of clients and the portfolio of GreenYellow, how do you see GreenYellow solutions solving these clients' problems? What kind of challenges, and how do you see us facing these challenges for our clients in the coming years?
I would say, generally speaking, our customers, CNI customers, are focusing on three key aspects of their energy, but not only of their business, let's say. There's a question of competitiveness. And for sure, renewable and especially solar is the most competitive energy, the lowest total cost of energy. And that's probably why it's the most installed technology in the world. Last year it has been the case. This year it will again be the case. So PV is answering for that question. But not only. The second point is the preoccupation of, let's say, access to energy and sovereignty. And of course, solar coupled with battery and with energy storage is bringing that answer. And Decarbonization also is a key topic, and our customers really want to continue their decarbonization journey. I think the very short term, the very short payback action have been already undertaken by the customers or by ESCO, and now our customers are fronting a wall of investment with probably longer payback, and a challenge of electrification also. Sovereignty and affordable energy will go through electrification, and that's precisely why we are addressing our customers on a base of a platform of solution and bundling our offers, which is producing locally on-site PV energy, bringing electrification by electrifying heat, coal production, and all those aspects, and renewing, let's say, all the equipment on a as a service mode, and coupling that with flexibility. Flexibility on production with storage, but also flexibility on consumption. For example, we are working a lot on electrical heat storage, which is also part of the GreenYellow portfolio of solutions.
Yeah, no, that's great. And I think most of the solutions apply perfectly to Brazil. Something that I used to say, and I'm accustomed to say, as the energy sector here in Brazil is facing a lot of challenges. Clients need to look into energy as a competitive advantage, putting some value on security, on autonomy, so all these aspects that you've mentioned. So yeah, Philippe, thanks again for your visit to Brazil. Thanks for the confidence and for investing in GreenYellow Brazil. I'm sure we have a bright future ahead.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, and good luck to GreenYellow Brazil for the next decades of development.
Thank you. Thank you.